Hello. Hi.
Hello, Antti. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, thank you. Good.
So let's start with the brief introduction. I would like to welcome you here in this podcast. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for inviting me.
And now I will show my Finnish language by pronouncing your name correctly. Antti Leijala.
Yes, that's pretty well done.
Thank you, really. Okay, so my name is Jiří Borch, and Antti is my honored guest today. And Antti, tell me with your own words, what are we gonna talk about? I know that you prepared something interesting about UltraLeanSales, but how would you recommend? How would you introduce yourself with your own words?
I think the maybe the right word is B2B customer buying behavior expert. So that's our specialty, is to understand how B2B companies buy based on what processes and what criteria, and that's kind of the our core thing.
Thank you very much for this introduction. And in order to understand a little bit more, I know that you have previously shared a screen with me and showing me some pictures and graphs and videos. Could you do the same for me today? Is it possible?
Yes, just a minute.
So that we can understand, me and the audience who are listening now, that we could understand a little bit more deeper what you are doing, because I find it personally very interesting, because sales is very important today, and we are going to talk not only about sales, but about something very special today.
Maybe this one is the one that is
I can
easy.
see it perfectly. Yes. Please go ahead and describe what we can see.
Yes. So basically, if we start from the underlying problem, so there are three very common problems in B2B companies' sales process. So first of all, presenting or calculating own value add or return on investment payback time is for small businesses. It's very few businesses are able to calculate the customer value add in monetary terms. The other problem is that basic processes are not well in place. So companies struggle to define their target groups, and especially understanding the target group specific buying processes, marketing and sales processes is on kind of a thin ice. And then the third one is continuous improvement, which means that continuously improving understanding from won and lost bids or offers, that why did we win, why did we lose, and what did we learn, and using that information to win better in the upcoming years and months. But those are the, let's say, three areas, and our portfolio then enables you to kind of quickly and in a consistent and convincing way show your value add, put the processes in place, and then for a bit larger companies to establish this continuous improvement of your of the buying behavior of customers.
Thank you very much for a short introduction. This is very interesting. And I know, Antti, that when we talked last time, you have mentioned a couple of really successful achievements from the past that you are really proud of and grateful for. Let's look back in your past now. Let's look back in your past and tell us what some examples of some things that really went well for you and that you are really happy about to achieve.
Yeah. Maybe the one I would highlight here is that it's already 6-7 years back. Is an accounting company, a small accounting company with 3 or 4 employees, and they never had really thought about their own sales and marketing processes. So we did a small project, maybe 10 hours in total, 1 or 2 days, and went through the target groups, the buying processes and buying behavior, and then targeted the marketing and sales activities based on the buying behavior. And the starting point for that company was that they won roughly, I think it was 67% of bids that they won, and overnight they started to win 94% of the bids. So just putting the basics in place, that really works for most companies.
And you are now in Finland, right? You are based in the Finnish market. How is it going there? Is it going well to reach this market?
Yes, especially the value add business simulators that we are now doing, which is on the left-hand side of the screen. So that is especially something that attracts markets today. So Finland is a bit of in a kind of middle of recession here, but still, so kind of a heavy investment on process development or technologies is people are careful on buying, but this visualizing your value add with the business simulators, that seems to be something that it's a quick win for the customer, easy to understand, and fast kind of a impact to your own sales. So that's something that really works well today.
Antti, behind you there is some sentence in Finnish, but I don't understand it. Can you translate it for us, please?
I need to check what there is.
On your main screen, I will read it for you. If you stop sharing.
Okay. Yeah.
Tiedätkö miksi?
Yes. Do you know why your customers buy from you, or why they don't buy from you? So the key question is why they buy or don't. That's the kind of a core of our the philosophy behind our business.
Sorry to be so curious. I have one more question for you, because last time when we talked, there is the book, and next to the book there are some points, like bullet points, and this time they are in Finnish. Could you translate them for us, please? Can you see them also, like me?
Yes, yeah, it's the background seems to be now in Finnish, but nevertheless, UltraLeanSales is the model that we have created. So it covers the business modeling, process development, continuous learning. So that's the kind of a blueprint model that we have, and based on that model, we have then our portfolio includes literature, so books, do-it-yourself tools to go through the process, the customer buying process, and your own sales and marketing process. Then we have different analytics offering. We do training at all levels of education, so starting from executive MBA programs, and then also going down to the vocational school level, and kind of a more practical level. Then we have consulting, a partner network, licensing network, which means that if somebody wants to start reselling or distributing our offering in some countries, for example, so we have partner search ongoing. And well, as part of that same model is the kind of a franchising type of kind of a partner network.
Thank you very much. Now I will let you a little bit out of your comfort zone. Can you ask me some question, Antti? You for me?
Yeah, I would like to maybe ask that what type of challenges you see in the kind of local market in your networks, and the kind of a podcast participants that what kind of challenges they have in their sales and marketing.
Yes, I would like to. This is for me a good question because I cannot sell. I am not good at it. Yes. And before you showed me that there is an easy kind of like a small engine or small algorithm how to calculate everything, and you can put it on your website, and you will show us this later a little bit. But I liked it so much because for me it's very important to ask this question: why is customers buying from me and why is not buying from me? And this is for me very interesting and challenging at this moment, and I'm really would like to answer these questions about sales. And this is one of the reasons why I'm very happy to be here with you today, because this is, I believe, very important, the sales process, and to understand the word lean sales process. And for me, this is very topical and current at this moment. Yes. Antti, I have the next question for you in the moving from the past to the present moment. At this moment, are you working on any special projects right now or not?
Well, business simulator projects is the one definitely. So tens of different customer projects ongoing to build the business simulation capability, to provide the tools and help customers kind of monetize their value argumentation. So world is full of websites and marketing messages that we improve the efficiency or we increase your sales, but what is missing is an exact number that, hey, we improve your sales with 150,000 euros next year. So that kind of a concretism is the in the core of the ongoing projects, basically all of them.
And maybe, sorry to ask you, I apologize, but would you mind sharing one more time and showing maybe a little bit, just a little bit, this business simulator? Is it possible, or is it not secret?
No, this is only visible for you and all the other B2B companies. So can you see the screen?
Yes, I can see it. I can see the graph now. Estimated change in revenues and profit.
Yeah. This is an example how I have myself argued or calculated the outcome of my services to my customers. So basically, I ask a couple of input parameters. What is your revenue today? 300,000, for example. Your cost and variable cost, fixed and variable costs. Then I ask about the win rate, which is the measure of effective sales process. Typically, customers don't know the exact win rate, but when we discuss it a bit, then we find out that, hey, last year there was, for example, 100 offers and roughly 20 of them were won. So we get a baseline which is tied to the customer own data, their own situation. And what we then do is that we simulate the let's put the fixed cost a bit down, too profitable. We simulate that what would be the monetary impact if win rate wouldn't be 20, but it would increase with 1 or 2 or maybe 3% each year. So how big swing effect it has to the revenue. Instead of being a flat, stable revenue, there's a clear hockey stick impact, and this is something that companies don't generally know, that only 1 or 2% improvement in your win rate, it provides you a really big extra business opportunity. The other simulator that dimension which is included here is price. So basically, we help customers to understand the buying behavior, buying criteria, buying processes, and when you understand your customer buying processes, you are able to target your marketing and sales activities more accurately, and maybe you don't need to give 5% discount every year, but in best case you can get maybe 1 or 2% upside to your price. And then you see that it's not only about revenue, but it's also a very high impact on the profitability if you can just couple of percentages or even couple of promilles improve your win rate and price.
And we can visit this simulator on your website, right? UltraLeanSales.com.
Exactly, UltraLeanSales.com, and then there's the business simulator here. So there's two versions for sales side, which is kind of for external simulators, and then internal simulators if you want to model your own business case or kind of company internal numbers.
Thank you, Antti. Now we would like to thank all the people who are listening now. Thank you very much for listening so far. I would like to say that if you have any questions, write us. Antti will be happy to answer all the questions. Also me, I will happy answer all the questions. And now, what are the trends in your field? Is this influenced by artificial intelligence or not? Or how do you see the current trends in your field?
I actually believe that even though there is a lot of artificial intelligence being next to us and increasing all the time, there is a certain and there will be a certain need for common sense, human common sense. So I'm a strong believer on data which is collected by human beings. Why did we win? Why did we lose customer cases? So it's the account manager, account director, which is close to the customer. He or she has the best view on the reasons for winning or losing. So collecting that kind of human data is even more powerful than making AI apps that collect the kind of public data from the internet or your own kind of company internal notebooks and systems you have.
Thank you. Yeah, perfect. My last question for today, because I believe that we will continue in our talks in the future, because I have many questions and these talks are short, 20 minutes maximum. So my last question, what do you plan for the future, Antti? Do you plan some webinars, seminars, personal meetings with people? How do you see the future coming in your project?
Well, first of all, I operate 100% virtual. So I believe on virtual meetings, virtual webinars, and so forth. And so far we have been primarily working in Finland and targeting the Finnish customers. But moving forward, we are more than happy to expand our activities to other countries. Basically globally. So, but taking the learnings from Finnish markets and the problems appear to be the same all over the world. You need to argue your value add. You need to understand the buying processes, and you need to learn all the changes that are happening in the buying behavior of customers.
Yes, I'm curious about this because for me, if you take, for example, this I didn't prepare. We didn't prepare this in the past. We didn't prepare for this, but this is a spontaneous question from me. If you would take my business, for example, as a role play, yes, which information would you need from me in order to help me? which information would you need for me to provide you so that you can help me best to simulate and sales UltraLeanSales?
The absolutely the first thing is to list down your target groups, 5 or 6 target groups, because it all starts from that. If you don't define it, you end up in shooting in all directions without any focus. So you start with the very accurately defining who are your target customers or target groups, and then from that we move to the buying process, and we spend 80% of the time in the analyzing the buying process and criteria